the start. Forecast was like a full 30 knot day, so we've gone for like a long 65k run, and yeah, it's maybe 15 knots. I'm running the 10:20 tempo, and yeah, did a run yesterday. Pretty much did a 155 pace over about 35k, so pretty stoked with that, and I'll be happy to do this run. 65k's. Goal is to do it into 2 hours. Under 2 hours will be sick. So yeah, good luck. All right. So just at the start, doing a bit of a cut to start off with. We're going to be heading around Byron Bay, most easterly point of Australia. So got to get out nice and wide for that. And like I said, the wind, it's not really as windy as we thought. So the ocean's a lot flatter, but some good bumps starting to form up. So hopefully it just gets better and better. Whee! Playing catch up with Adrien at the start. He paddled up a bit before I did. All right, so now we're out adjacent with Cabarita Headland. Adrien, he's pretty much caught up to him. He's straight on the inside of me over here somewhere. Now, I've come out a long way to try and make this cut around Byron Headland. Like I said before, most easterly point of Australia, so it is a long way out. But, you know, hopefully find some more energy out here. It's still really flat. Kind of glad I bought the 1020 and not the 960. There's probably, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's not that much going on out here. Alrighty guys, I found Adrien. Whew. Now we're both making the cut. Here he is. Alright, still cutting out. Bumps still very flat. Got Adrien behind me. Yeah, the ocean's shit. Alright, the ocean's finally starting to do something. Whee! Maybe. It's one bump I might have spoken too early. Big white cap just broke here. So the approach at a 2-hour run is out the window at the moment. Unless it gets impossibly fast. All right, so starting to feel some changes out here now. The energy's picking up. Feel the wind when you start cutting now. Before you couldn't feel any wind, so things are starting to happen. Getting exciting. Alrighty, so we're almost at our furthest point from land for the run. So when you get to about Brunswick on this run, trying to make that cut out and around Byron Bay puts you about somewhere between 6 to 8 kilometers from Cape Byron, which is straight downwind, and then about 6 to 8 kilometers as well back to Brunswick Head. So that's straight cross shore to our right. And yeah, this is kind of where everything starts to feel a little bit surreal. If you know Byron Bay and Julian Rocks, or Nyathan Gully in its traditional language, we're about to pretty much go around that. It's a big marine park, sanctuary zone, lots of fish, and a lot of water moving out in these parts. Like I said, easternmost point of Australia, and yeah, everything that goes up and down the coast comes past this point, so makes for a bit of a daunting kind of expedition, but it's good fun. I like to party. Everybody does. We can wait for the weekend. Oh no. So, just as I've come around that like furthest point out, like I told you guys, I had probably one of the better crashes I've had downwinding. Just full cartwheel over the nose. I think I just speared the ground, well, speared the nose into the water. I was dicking around with the camera and whee! I got smoked. So now I'm playing patchies uppy again with Adrien. But the bumps are getting good! Woo! So almost at Byron Bay now, and going past Julian Rocks or Nyathan Gully, and like I said, the current out here is just wild. The ocean's going every which way, and with that bay sticking out so high or so far, all the swell gets sucked in, and so you know we're trying to go downwind, and all of this swell starts going and getting sucked into the bay. So it's really easy to kind of undershoot it because the swell drags you that way naturally, and so we've got to cut out across the current and across the swell. Now it's fine, but it does make for a very sloppy ocean, so bumps aren't very organized and you got to be very on your game, looking around, seeing what's going on. Whew. So much fun. This is why we do it. Open air, open ocean, freedom. All right, so this is what the bumps look like. I got so fucked. Hey? Yeah, I didn't recover well yesterday. Vomit. Make it look fast. That's why I'm just kind of cruising, getting clips. I'm talking to the camera heaps. Woo! Nothing gully. Alright, now we're coming up on Cape Byron, and this is where the current's getting really crazy. Big bumps. We got Ben Tayler out here on the drone. All right, just came past Cape Byron. Pretty wild bit of water. Heaps of backwash coming off the rocks here. And yeah, pretty sick. And pretty special moment. Ben Tayler coming out. Sounds a bit weird. Ben Tayler coming out on the drone. And yeah, a bit of a surprise, but it's always nice to share the skies and share the ocean with some good mates, even if they're not, you know, there in person. Both, you know, I can imagine Benny losing his mind on the drone. I'm losing my mind out here. And it's just, man, it makes for a good time. It's so much fun. Whew. Shout out to Benny Tayler too, one of the best humans you'll ever meet. And pretty ripping drone pilot as well. So sick. Whew. All right, now we're on the home stretch. On the home Talos to Lennox stretch. So about, I don't even know, maybe 18 Ks in front of us to go. Man, so much fun. I love this shit. Whew. Gear-wise, as usual, riding the Mako downwind board from Actus and Frank. Now that's riding the 8.6 version, 120 litres and 17 inches wide. Pretty perfect for my weight. Paddles up easy, and then on the bottom we've got the 72 ultra high modulus mast. I like running the 72 for downwind, particularly like when I'm trying to go fast or riding the tempos mainly. I just find they suit really well, and having less mast in the water, obviously less drag, and less drag, more speed is the theory. And on the front wing we've got the Tempo 1020. Now it's pretty much my main downwind wing. I can handle this thing from, you know, 12 knots right up to 30 knots and bombing. So really versatile, super fast, and just very comfortable to ride. Ever since we released these tempos, you know, there's been people that hop on them for the first time and just blows their mind, me included. And then you get a lot of people, you know, they kind of come in and they think a 16 aspect ratio wing. Look at this bump. Pretty cool section, that one. But yeah, you get a lot of people come in and think that a 16 aspect ratio, or 17 even, can't even remember, you know, they're not going to be user friendly and they're not going to turn very well. I'm not going to come out and say that these are a surf wing and they turn amazing, but you know, so user friendly, and just for doing downwind carves, you know, back and forth, not full surf wraps, they turn pretty well. Yeah, I'm really impressed with these wings, and without trying to sound like too much of an ad, they are pretty sick. So, and then running with a 30 skinny rear. Some sick bumps. And a bit of a user guide as well for the tempos. They kind of behave a little bit differently to a lot of foils I've ridden. Obviously, they are very different aspect ratio and small area. They like to be pumped very different, so keep those pumps just shorter, sharper, and shallower. That's the key. And these things will just go and hammer downwind. already coming into the last few kilometers, coming around broken headlands. So we're coming along Lennox Beach now. Whoa, I almost died. Probably the last kilometre. Now I'm gonna just sprint this last kilometre. All right, coming into the finish line. Bumps are quite nice here. Look at this. Lennox Point in the background. My home surf spot. End of a 65k home run. So yeah, Lennox Point in the background. It's my home break. I grew up surfing that, and I don't really get to surf it too much anymore. Crowds and I don't know. Once you start foiling and kiting, your attention gets drawn elsewhere, I think, and more time on the water is my goal. You know, imagine a lot of people are the same. We're in love with the ocean. Oh my God, I just went over something big. In love with the ocean and everything it brings for us, and to maximize the amount of time in the water and you know, getting the best out of the conditions is my goal. I don't see the point in going surfing just to get wet when it's 20 knots and onshore or 1 foot. So that's why we got foiling. I don't know where Adrien's gone. I think I lost him around the cape. After I seen Benny's stride, I never saw Adrien again. Well, he's capable.